With climate-enhanced droughts and heat waves, as well as fires ravaging 3 continents and the threat of a new surge in global warming, the world urgently needs to ramp up solutions for slashing carbon emissions. But which solutions are the most critical? The organization Project Drawdown has detailed the potential, feasibility and the cost of nearly 100 climate solutions since it was set up in 2017. The research examines major features of the global climate system such as ice sheets, glaciers, rainforests and coral reefs. It reports on melting of ice sheets in Greenland and West Antarctica would become irreversible, which will ultimately contribute many meters to the existing sea level. It also covers thawing frozen ground in the Arctic that might start producing methane and carbon dioxide that blows the global emissions budget. Drawdown Executive Director Jonathan Foley, who is also a leading climate scientist, speaks about how to assess and prioritize the actions needed to keep Earth livable. The world has already warmed 1.1 degrees Celsius, and since the melting of glaciers has accelerated, the threshold for this tipping point may have already been crossed. If not, it's very likely to be crossed at 2 degrees Celsius. According to a research paper in Science Organization, our chances of keeping global warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius are pretty slim. But clearly limiting warming to 2 degrees Celsius will not keep us safe. If we let emissions remain anywhere near the current levels for much longer, by 2030, we would have used up carbon emissions budget that would allow us to stay near 1.5 degrees Celsius. Of course, this entails large investments to find technological solutions such as filtering fossil fuel pollution or pulling CO2 out of the air. He further adds that if we fail to reduce emissions, sea levels will further rise by 10 meters and gradually displace hundreds of millions of people and many of the world's major cities. On being asked about who's not pulling their weight on climate action, government regulations appear to have contributed very little so far. On the other hand, businesses and communities are leading climate action. Now, activists have also contributed to these positive changes, largely pushing how businesses and investors perceive the climate problem. Humanity faces a choice between fear and war or cooperation and collaboration. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.